So let me talk about like the main things that I faced were being excluded, being gaslit, being lied to, being verbally abused. That was a little bit more recent. Getting my sins used against me, my weaknesses used against me. Some of that which led to like angry meetings full of tears. There's people who walked with me in that process. It was very painful. And it kind of creates a sense of rejection in you, in this sense of needing to prove yourself and feeling less than or feeling crazy. And do you relate to that? Have you felt that before? It's really hard to detangle those lies from your mind. And it's taken me a long time. And the number one thing that has helped me detangle that, because that's the biggest damage, right? Like, let's say that like that leader is brought to justice that, spiritually abused you or whatever, and they're disbarred from ministry. They're say disbarred like they're lawyers, but they're disqualified. They're removed from pastoral office or any other kind of leadership, and you're still left with pain. Their discipline, their punishment doesn't erase your pain. And for many people, this leads to a shipwrecking of their faith. And it's really hard. I've seen people lose their faith over this. I've seen some people who were dealing with very delicate things, same-sex attraction, that went through abusive spiritual environments, and now they're openly homosexual because they weren't cared for. And even the way that their attraction was talked about was just wrong, and they weren't cared for in the process. So let's talk about the number one thing I think that can help us in this process, if you're going through this, is identity. Because in this process, your identity is what gets trashed. Your sense of who you are, what you're made to do, who God has uniquely gifted you to be. That is what comes under attack in spiritually abusive environments. So the first thing that you need to do is ground yourself in who you are scripturally, because anybody could say anything. But what the scripture says, that's true. You need to ground yourself in scripture. Ephesians 1, you are chosen, you were predestined, you were adopted, you are loved, you are redeemed. He foreknew you, he chose you. Romans 8, there's no condemnation. You are an heir, you are a son, you are a daughter. You need to ground yourself in that. That is the most important thing, because everything then else flows out of that.